I'm like extremely excited to get started, but I know that the whole point of me doing this is so that I'm breaking things down so that it's very digestible and understandable. So I'm trying to take my time, but I just know I'm really excited because I feel like this is going to help so many people with what I'm going to do and the way I know how to break things down. So as you guys seen by the title of this video, we are going to discuss not money yet or budgeting yet. This is like an important part that you have to do. You can't skip this, because even if I teach you how to budget and your money mindset or the way you think about money is on the scarcity side, so if you get a budget with a scarcity mindset, you're just gonna think I can't do this. So this is why this topic is really important. So as you've seen by the title, we're gonna be talking about 5 money mindset shifts that you need to make before you get started with budgeting, changing your finances, or changing your whole relationship around money. And it's important to watch this video. That's why I said if you're new here, you might as well start from the first video I ever posted and then make your way up the list, because it's all gonna give you like the steps that eventually when I make courses or if I do one-on-ones, these are the things I'm gonna make sure that you did first. Okay, a lot that I can talk about, but right now I'll just stick to some money mindset shifts that you can make. I'll probably eventually make a video on where your money mindset came from, because it didn't come from you, because you were just born into this world. It came from somebody else and you took that on, right? So basically, whoever you grew up with, your parents or your caregivers, are basically the people who trained you mentally on how to think about money. So if you think about it and you think about, oh, what did my mom, my dad, or whoever raised me, what was their mindset around money? Or how did we grow up and how was money perceived in our family? That's where your money mindset came from. Unless you had, you know, a random epiphany and you're like, oh, I don't have to live like this. Money isn't supposed to be like this, which most people don't, especially in the Black community, or noticeably more like in women, because we're raised a little differently. Not as much anymore. So basically we need to go back and we need to start working on this while we're doing our budget and while we're learning new things, because if we don't change our mindset around it, it's not going to make any sense. It's not going to work. And now 5 things you've probably said, or 5 things that you probably heard someone say, and I want to just give you a different example of what you can say. There's 2 mindsets that happen here, and there's scarcity mindset and then there's an abundant mindset. We have a scarcity mindset that comes from lack. You basically feel like I can't get anything, money can't come to me, if I don't have it, I'm broke, those type of things. And if you have an abundant mindset, even if you don't have enough money, you're still like, oh, I'm grateful for what I have, I can use what I have, I know how to stretch money, I believe that I can be better with money. You have more an abundant, grateful mindset. And most of us come from the scarcity lack mindset, especially if you grew up, you know, like a Section 8 baby or a food stamp baby, because it's like we don't have enough, we have to depend on someone, which makes it even worse. It makes you feel like you can't get up and get it, or it makes you feel like you have to stay under the system that you're under in order to survive, which is what they want you to do, because they make money off of us staying where we are. But this is why this channel is to debunk all of that and get to the levels where you never would have seen yourself, myself included. And basically what we're doing here is rewriting the narrative. So basically the narrative you have, or the money mindset that you have, is from your parents, like I said, but you are now rewriting the narrative, which is something I discuss in therapy a lot with my therapist. And just to throw it in there, to change your money relationship, you have to change your relationship with yourself. Like, it's all basically going to come together as one. You can't skip healing yourself or healing other areas of your life thinking you're just going to heal the money part, because those things will trickle into the money mindset, or the money portion of you getting your life together. Like, you feeling worthless as a person. Maybe you don't think your money is worthless, but it's going to show up in the way that you spend your money. So there's no running from it. But I'm going to give you guys some of the scarcity mindset things that you probably have said, and give you like an abundant version of what you can start saying. And it's going to be practice. You're not going to just automatically start doing this, but this is a good starting point, and then to catch yourself moving forward. So the first one is not saying I can't afford that, but how can I afford that? So this is more solution based. You want to get to a point of problem solving. Like, if you're like, oh, I need $1,000 by tomorrow, it's not, oh, I can't get $1,000. What can I do right now to get $1,000? I could call somebody up, be like, yo, can I hold money? Can I give it back? You could go sell something. You could do hair. I used to do hair. You can do, you say right now, put on Facebook, put on Instagram, I'm doing a sale right now, the first 5 people, you know, it's a way of how can I get this done, not I can't get this done. Because when you say I can't, you just, and everything you said, everything comes back to being spiritual, right? It's all in the tongue. So if you say I can't do something, you can't do it. If you say how can I get this done, how can I get this done? That's where your mind goes. Something else that you probably have said, I'm broke. Okay. Something you can say instead is money is everywhere. I can increase my income. You can also say I'm low on finances at the moment. But I'm getting it together. I'm learning how to manage my money better. Or if you're on a budget and your friends want to go out, that's another good example. I'm low on finances for this, you know, type of thing. I have my money going towards other things, but later in life, you know, I can do that or something like that. So it's all about not claiming that you just have nothing. It's like, even if I have it, it's for other things, or I'm using my money in a better way that doesn't align, that aligns with where I want to go in life. The next thing is that money doesn't grow on trees. And I really remember hearing this growing up. And because I have a smart brain and I like saying smart things, technically it is made on money because, you know, money is paper, right? Am I lying? I might be. And basically when we heard this growing up, it was to say that money is not easily accessible. So if you say money doesn't grow on trees, when you see trees, there's plentiful trees. So if you're saying, oh, money doesn't grow on trees, you're basically saying money is not as accessible as if you go outside and see a tree. But it is. But it actually is more than that, to be honest. And it also fuels the mindset of trading time or hard work for money. Like, you think, oh, you could just go outside and make money? People do it every day now. Okay, I think we're getting out that mindset, but that is where those one belief actually trickles other different beliefs that you subconsciously don't realize that you're agreeing with or saying. So instead of money doesn't grow on trees, money is around me. Money is all around me. Money is attracted to me. Money comes to me. I can get lots of money without working physically hard for it. I don't have to trade my time for money. These are things you have to say. This is why I don't like my job. Okay? And even when I've debated, oh, let me go full time. Let me just do. I'm like, Zalia, you know damn well you don't want to keep trading less than $20 an hour. Less than $20 for your hour of labor. Yeah, I know what that sounds like. Modern day, okay? The next one, I'm just not good with money. You're just not going to be good with money, okay? So to change that up, I'm educating myself on how to better manage my money. If you're in the cycle, or if you're in the phase of actually learning how to manage your money, you may really not know how to manage your money, but stop claiming it, because you won't be able to accept it if you don't even believe it and you don't even speak that over you. And the last one is something that I believe Myron Golden said, or I heard somewhere, or just in general, is that we believe, or we're made to believe, that rich people are evil and rich people are villains. And it was Myron Golden, because he was saying how in superhero movies, the rich person is always the evil person. So if you're a kid growing up, you don't subconsciously want to be the rich guy because you don't want to be the evil guy. And the way that you rethink this is, a bad person who has money will do bad things with money. Okay? You, a good person, if you say you are a good person, you getting money, you don't have to do what a bad person already was going to do without money. So that is a way to, that's something you need to get out your head, is that all rich people are evil, because that makes you not want to be rich. Because if you are calling yourself a good person, you're like, I don't want to be associated with lots of money, because only evil people have a lot of money. Or when people get a lot of money, they become evil. No, they were probably evil already and then they got some money. Or money does change some people, because they feel like, oh, I got money now I could be my real self, or I could just act a fool, and it will show you right away. People have hundreds of stories out about losing the money that they got, thought they was making it big, lost all their money, now they sad. So just because someone has a lot of money doesn't mean they're evil. That person was probably already evil, or that money made them evil because it was already in them. You don't have to believe this for all. It's obvious that clearly a lot of people with money that are evil, but you don't have to keep putting such, I don't know the right word. You just don't have to use the word all, okay? Some people are, some people aren't. Don't take yourself out of the equation by saying all people are evil, because you are not going to want to be saying that all people with money, with lots of money, who are rich, are evil, because that takes you out of wanting to be that. And honestly, we need to be that. And apparently, in order to live our life in this crazy world, it has some money. Okay, and that's why they don't want you to have no money, because they don't want you to live your life and be free. And I mean, this is, it kind of goes hand in hand. Like, they don't want you to live the abundant life, so they'll keep it from you. But baby, we're done with that here. Okay, so those are like 5 different things that you probably heard. It's just to get you to see where scarcity mindset can be changed into an abundant mindset. And like I said in the beginning, you don't have to have a lot of money to have an abundant mindset. People, that's why you see homeless people who are extremely happy, happier than you, more grateful than you, because they have they feel abundance in their life, or they're coming from a more abundant place. Just think of it like that. Some people are homeless, or don't have anything, don't have food, and they still could feel gratefulness and happiness. And that's not to say you aren't allowed to feel that, but just find different ways moving forward, especially on this channel, where you can start to speak more positively over your life and more gratefulness over your life. But it is hard, so I'm not gonna say you're never gonna feel scarcity, or you're never gonna feel lack, but something that we can work on actually acknowledging and catching ourselves, so that over time it just becomes our first thought is to be a little more grateful, abundant, and positive. Especially with the journey we're about to go on over here, I know it's gonna have a lot of people stressed, because me even doing my own budget and having multiple times being behind, growing up on Section 8, food stamp baby, like knowing times get rough. It's gonna get rough, but we gonna get through it. So comment down below some things you probably said, or some things that you've said and what you can switch them to. And I will see y'all next Thursday with another video. We're gonna slightly start getting into actual budgeting money conversations now, and we'll revisit this from time to time, but this was just a starting video on some money mindset shifts that you can make.